Hey there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sean, in case you're new here, and I want to give a special shout out to all of my channel members. Thank you all so much for subscribing to my memberships and supporting my channel. I do appreciate each and every one of you. And if you want to be a part of the memberships, I'll make sure to have it linked below in the description box for you as well. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how quick it is to get the brim of your hat like this blinged out. So just like these here, so I'm gonna show you step by step how easy it is. So first I'm gonna go over the supplies that you'll need, and then we'll make our transfer, get it pressed onto the hat, and I'll show you the finished result. So first of all, I have some scissors. That'll just be to cut down my hot fix tape. You're gonna need some hot fix tape. Now I already have my templates. So I did create these. I do have them available on my website. If you purchase them from my website, you will get 4 different templates. You'll get 2 different sizes of the fill and 2 different sizes of the outline. So that way you'll be able to adjust it based on the type of hat that you're using. And then you would need the hat of your choice. I'm going to be doing a white, a gray, and a black. For the white hat, I'm going to be using this here Opal SS10 Hot Fix Rhinestone. For the gray, I'm going to be using my favorite Crystal AB, which is also SS10 Hot Fix. And then for the black, I'm going to be using Black Diamond SS10 Hot Fix. So you will need Hot Fix rhinestones, you'll need your template, you'll need your Hot Fix tape, and the hat of your choice. All right, so I'm gonna just move this to the side, and then what I'll do is go ahead and I'm gonna start with the template, making the transfers. And so I'm gonna do the fill template. Now, when you download these, of course, you're gonna have to have a cutter. You'll need rhinestone flock. If for some reason you don't have those items, reach out to me. I will have my email address in the description box, allthingssean@gmail.com, and I can actually cut the template for you and mail it to you for a additional charge, okay? And so I'm gonna just lay this down like that. I put my hot fix tape off to the side, and then I'll go ahead and you would then just pour your stones on there. I poured a lot, probably don't need that many, but it is what it is. And I'm gonna grab my bigger brush, and I'll go ahead and just brush the stones on there until I have it all filled in. And so what I'll do while I get these done, it shouldn't take too long, take me maybe about 5 minutes or so to do all of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and make all my transfers, and then we'll go ahead and head to the press. So I'll speed past this part, and then I'll be back once I have all my transfers ready to go. right, so I have all of my transfers ready to go. So I have my Crystal AB here, and this is the Opal, and this is the Black Diamond. So I have my hat press warming up. That is what I'm going to use to press onto the brim of the hat, especially because it has a curve and it's going to make it that much easier. If you don't have a hat press, you can use, like, if you have iron or like one of these here little Cricut irons or little handheld irons, you can use one of those. You can use a regular standard household iron. You just want to make sure, one, you have a heat resistant mat that you're using, and then two, that you're applying enough pressure onto your hat. And so now the heat press is going to be at about 320 degrees. And so you want to make sure that you have your iron on high if you're going to be using an iron. If you're using a hat that, I don't have one here in front of me, but if you're using a hat like, say, a fitted or a snapback that kind of has that straight brim, you can either use your heat press, or again, you can use your handheld iron on those as well. I just prefer to use my hat press on these because they have that curve, making it so much easier to quickly press these on too. So my press is ready. It is beeping at me. So let's go ahead and go over to the press and get these hats finished up. Okay, so we are at the hat press. So this is what I'm going to be using, my Viver automatic hat press. And I'm basically going to be putting it on here like this and then pressing it. So I'm going to press once in the center, then I'm going to move it over and press off on to each side. So that is how we're going to do it. So first I'm going to go ahead and peel off the backing and get this placed on here. And now I did go ahead and kind of trim down around the transfer. That's not something that you need to do. It's not necessary. And so I'm just kind of work with it here, make sure that it is where it needs to be. Move it around as I need to. And I feel like I'm good right there. So I'm actually going to grab a couple pieces of heat tape. Now, you can do this at the table before you come over to the press if that makes you a little bit more comfortable. I just wanted to kind of show you the process, how I do it, but do what works for you. All right, and then I'm just gonna move that back a little bit. And now I'm gonna grab my tape. Once you have your placement exactly where you want it, because once you press these on, there is no turning back. So make sure you have everything good and where you need it to be. And I'm gonna just kind of take that tape underneath and wrap it. So I'm sticking it on top of the template and then putting it underneath the hat, so it sticks. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hold that in place, and I'm gonna press my start button and let it do its thing. And so this way I found is really simple. Now you see there are some stones, and actually a couple of them did turn over, so I'm gonna have to fix those. But there are some out in the open here, so that's why I'm gonna do first, I do that press in the middle, then I'm gonna rotate it or kind of move it over to the side, and then, oh no, wait a minute. That was not supposed to happen. Okay, there we go. So it was actually starting to lift the tape off. So I need to fix these two stones here. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, so I am back, got my stones fixed, and then I'm gonna go ahead now and do my next press. and make sure I get all those stones on that side, and then I'm gonna move it over so I can get the stones then over here on this side. And so I'll go ahead and do the rest of these, and then I will see you back at the table so you can see how the hats turned out. And I just wanted to show you that it is much easier if you do put your transfer on a flat surface. So I did this one over at the table, and so I was able to get it lined up perfectly where I wanted it. And then I put 3 pieces of tape, one there, one here, and then now all I have to do is just put it there, press, and then let it do its thing. All the hats are done, and this is how all of them turned out. So I love the color combination for each of these. Again, Crystal AB on the silver, opal on the white, and black diamond on the black hat. And so that is how they're looking. Now this one did shift a little bit, so it is right on the edge, but hey, I'm okay with that. And then this is the Crystal AB. So I love how all these turned out. As you can see, once you make your transfers, it takes you maybe a couple minutes per hat, just because you're having to press it and then, you know, move it, press it again, and then press. So I do 3 presses, the middle, and then on each side for each of the hats. And then once I pressed the entire hat, I also went back and did a press after I removed the hot fix tape, just to make sure that the stones are adhered to the brim of the hat really good. Now, one thing about stones being on the brim of the hat, people aren't really messing with it that much like you would have on a rhinestone shirt or sweatshirt or something like that. So once those stones are on there, they're not coming off. As far as, you know, them people putting the hats in the washer and things like that. So that won't be an issue that you'll have to worry about. But the stones, once they're on there, they're on there. They're not coming off. So again, if you have any questions, I will have all of the supplies linked below in the description box. I'll have the link to where you can get the template bundle, the 4 templates, the 2 sizes of the field, the 2 different sizes of the outline as well on my website if you're interested in purchasing those. Or if, again, you don't have a cutter, rhinestone flock, things like that, reach out to me and then I can just send you an invoice and go ahead and cut the templates out for you and put them in the mail for you. So you'll be able to bling out your own hats. These are another item that are really good for vendor events, craft fairs, in addition to like the key fobs and things like that I've shown you guys in previous videos. These also are really good sellers. You can put a patch on here. You can also add different designs on here if you want to, or you can just sell them plain. I have people that buy them just like this, especially at craft fairs. So again, another inexpensive item, easy, quick, fast to make, and you can definitely make a nice little profit. Now these particular hats I did get from Michaels. These are their Make Market brand, and I want to say these were $1.99 or $2.99 or something like that. You can also get hats from Buck Wholesale. auto caps, trying to think where else, mega caps, things like that. Some of the vendors you do have to set up an account. Other ones you could just go to their website and purchase hats, and they would definitely be a lot cheaper than you going to the mall or to, you know, Walmart, Target, Michael's, Joann's to purchase hats. You can get more quantity for a better rate. And with bulk wholesale, the more you purchase, the lower the rate goes as well. So just something to think about in case you're looking for hat vendors. I'll have some linked as well in the description box. But if you do have any questions, please drop them below in the comments, and as always, I will answer them. Again, if you need the templates cut out for you, email me allthingssean@gmail.com, and then I'll respond to you and get that in the works, get that process moving for you. But I hope this helps. Give those who have been wondering how I've been putting the stones on there without blinging, or, you know, putting them on individually one at a time like you would on a tumbler. So that is the process that I use. If you know of another way or a different way that you might do them, let me know. I'm interested to see or learn how you guys are also putting the stones on your hats. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I will check you out in the next video, and make sure that you have it marked on your calendar for, I believe it's the 14th, Saturday the 14th. We're going to be doing the 10,000 subscriber celebration and giveaway. So make sure you have your notifications on. We are going to have a really good time and give away some really, really nice items. But I will check y'all out in the next one. Bye.